What is better than a good cake? Nothing but our spectroscope! For this exciting experience we need glue, aluminum foil, cellophane tape, a cardboard tube, pens, business cards, cutter, scissors, ruler, a cardboard box, and a CD. Step 1. Set the CD on top of the box. Use a pen to trace the circle in the middle of the CD. Step 2. Using the cardboard tube, create an oval. Step 3. Cut the oval by using the cutter. Step 4. Make the viewing slit on the left-hand side of the box. Use the CD to draw another small circle to mark the location. Step 5. Cut a small rectangle with its base set on the circle created by the CD. Step 6. Set the edges of two business cards parallel to each other over the rectangle, leaving a small gap between them. Step 7. Step the box up. Tape the CD to the wall opposite in the viewing slit, with the print inside against the wall. Step 8. Seal up the box using aluminum foil and cellophane tape. Cover any region where light might get in. Step 9. Insert the paper tube into the oval, with the interior end angled toward the CD. Tape the tube in place and use the aluminum tape or foil to seal up the edges. Step 10. Decorate it as you please.
The aim of the experience is to see the light spectrum of a various type of light by using a spectroscopy made at home. It was actually difficult to see the CD in the correct position, so we had to use the ruler to find the better location to reflect well the light. Furthermore, there were many holes from which the light entered, and it was needful to pay attention to cover any hole which could have compromised the efficacy of the instrument. We have observed that it was difficult to obtain a clear vision of the light spectrum, because it is necessary to stay in a dark room, because the light could annoy the observation through the toilet paper, and the light must be concentrated in the slot of the spectroscope. During an argument with our classmates, a doubt arose about the way to observe the reflection of light. There are, in fact, two ways to see the colors. One is on the surface of the CD, the other is to see the light reflected on the wall of the box. Our group decided for the second one, because it's easier to distinguish the different color bands and their width. Indeed, the color bands reflected on the wall, as you can see from the pictures, appear widened. Anyway, both of the way to observe the light spectrum are correct. The only difference is that the light seen on the surface of the CD is more intense and vivid.
We have done some observation using the spectroscope. First of all, we tried to reflect the light of a normal lamp, but the results were not satisfactory. The color reflected on the wall of the box were too dull, and we weren't able to distinguish clearly the color bands, but we were able to see slightly red, yellow and green. To resolve this problem, we tried with the brightest light, so we decided to use the LED of a phone. The results were so good that we could see clearly the different color bands. In particular, we saw blue, green and red. Anyway, between red and green, we could see a shade of yellow, very difficult to observe. After the blue beam, in theory, we should see a violet band, but we weren't able to find it. Finally, with good weather, We tried with the sunlight. The results were excellent, and we were able to observe all color bands, from red to purple, as you can see from the pictures. When we have projected monochromatic red light by using a mouse, we saw that only red light is projected by the CD. Through this, we can understand that white light is composed by waves, which have different wavelengths, while the red light is characterized by a specific frequency.